This answer might get me canceled. Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being with me here today for this video, which is going to be the Friendsgiving tag. That's right, this tag was created by DW from @Dub's Beauty Diary here on YouTube and on Instagram. She's actually one of the co-creators of the Palette Bingo monthly collab series that I have also participated in. So yeah, you might be familiar with her channel already if you are not new here to my channel. But if you're here from DW's channel, from Dub's Beauty Diary channel, thank you so much for being here watching my video. First off, let me just say that DW did reach out to me early in the month of November, asking me if I wanted to participate in this tag. And of course, I was so excited to say yes and thanked her for inviting me to participate. However, come Thanksgiving morning, when I was supposed to have my video uploaded, I plumb forgot. I completely forgot. I spaced completely. I just had so much going on that I completely forgot about the tag. And when I started seeing people's tags come up in my feed, I was like, this kind of sounds familiar to me. And I was like, wait, I was supposed to do this tag. So I reached out to DW and messaged her and was like, girl, I am so sorry. I am a space case. What can I say? So anyways, I'm uploading my Friendsgiving video today. So I'm sorry that it's a little bit late, but I'm going to pull my hair back and read the questions as I put my makeup on for the day. So I am not going to be focusing on the makeup that I'm using pretty much at all. But if you want to know what makeup I'm using, I literally just pulled all this stuff in my most recent Shop My Stash. I did that last night from the time that I'm filming. That video is going to be linked for you down below in the description box underneath this video if you're curious. I'll also put that up here in the eye for you if you want to know what all it is that I'm using. Basically though, I'm going to be focused on answering the questions. So let me get my hair pulled back and we'll go ahead and get started. So I feel kind of bad that I missed the upload date, but I really appreciate that DW is really understanding and totally was like, it's fine, girl, just upload it. So yeah. So the first question is, have you ever hosted or been invited to a Friendsgiving? Which honestly, the idea of a Friendsgiving, like, okay, I have never hosted a Friendsgiving and I've actually never been invited to one either. I have always been the friend that I never really hosted an actual Friendsgiving, but what I did was I often would invite people over to my family feast. And so I didn't exactly have a Friendsgiving where a bunch of friends would come over, but I did have friends over at my Thanksgiving celebration with my family. I never hosted a Friendsgiving gathering and was never invited to a Friendsgiving. I don't know anybody in real life that has ever actually had a Friendsgiving. So no, because by the time I was an adult, not having Thanksgiving at like my family's house, the family that I was born into, by the time I was past that stage, like me and my friends, we all had our own kids, and it's just a lot for everybody to try to bring their kids together when you're also having like a family feast either at your house or like you have to go to somebody's house with all of your kids and stuff. And then oftentimes, like for me, and I actually wouldn't mind doing that, especially because I really do love cooking Thanksgiving, the whole entire feast. So I wouldn't mind hosting it. And I often cook 2 different turkeys each Thanksgiving season. So I cook the one for Thanksgiving Day. And sometimes I'll either make 2 turkeys at the same time, depending on if we have a lot of people there that day, or sometimes I will just make another turkey the next day so that I can have, you know, or like 2 or 3 days later so that I can have more quote unquote leftovers. Because I really not only look forward to the actual feast of Thanksgiving, but I really, really look forward to the leftovers. So if I were to host a Friendsgiving, that would just give me an excuse to have more turkey to make and a whole other feast to create, which I actually think I would like to do that. So one of the main reasons why I haven't hosted a Friendsgiving, though, aside from being really busy with like hosting a family feast with my family or whatever, is the fact that I feel like I don't have enough friends for a Friendsgiving. Like, who would come over? People don't even come over to my actual Thanksgiving. So like, I don't know who would come over, but you know, if oh, my husband's home from the grocery store. I sent him to the store for something. Anyway, if I had any friends that would come over, then I would love to host a Friendsgiving. So yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't have a Friendsgiving because I don't know if anybody would show up. That's a short and sweet of it, to be quite frank. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and set my face really quickly before I move on to the next question. Now I'm just going to buff my face in for a second. Honestly, I should have used this brush for my powder, so I'm going to redo that. Okay. All right. The next question is, what eyeshadow palette makes you think of a Thanksgiving feast? And honestly, I love fall makeup. So I have several palettes that make me think of a Thanksgiving feast. And as a matter of fact, I, a couple days ago, uploaded my Thanksgiving week eyeshadow palette shop my stash, where I did share a bunch of palettes from my stash that straight up made me think of Thanksgiving. So I could have used any single one of those palettes to answer this question, but I decided to go with one of my newer palettes, which I do have about a half a dozen to maybe 8 to 10. I don't know. I have maybe 8 to 10 new fall themed eyeshadow palettes in my stash. But one that I have used and would like to use again is this one. This is the Rose Metals by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And here is what my palette looks like. Tell me that doesn't just scream Thanksgiving meal to you. I'm getting squash, pumpkin, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, turkey and gravy. I'm getting mashed potatoes. I'm getting, you know, all the yummy goodness from this. So, yeah. So, let me move on to the next question before I actually start in with the eye look. It's really hard for me to be this multitasking. What beauty product are you most thankful for? As a woman of a certain age these days, I really appreciate the absolute most this product that I discovered this year in 2023. This Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm foundation thing is so good. It literally like blurs not only my pores really, really well, but also right here, my smile lines. And it keeps makeup from piling up into that area all day long, which usually that is my most problem area with foundation, is right here in my smile lines. And you can see how much powder I just caked on in today's video, which I will say is a little bit more powder than I normally use, and I'm not sure why I went in so ham, especially since, you know, I didn't even use under makeup moisturizer, but I digress. It doesn't look too dry. My face doesn't look cracked. It actually looks better than what most foundations look like here in my smile lines. This blurring primer, I mean, I know that it comes in shades as foundation. I haven't used that and tried to match my own skin yet, but the plain one, the universal shade, that's the one that I have here. I got this like little sample thing and I almost threw it out without using it. I'm so glad that I did end up using it because it ended up changing my makeup game. I was not able to be happy with any foundation that I tried, and mainly it's because I kept having like smile line issues right there where it would start to like crack and just break up a little bit there, which I knew had to be probably something from age because I never had that problem before, even with maybe not age per se, but like as I've gotten older with the changes that whatever my skin has gone through with like the health conditions and stuff that I've been going through over the last few years, which has been a variety of different things from one year to the next. It's not all the same thing anymore. Anyways, so I just felt like I was struggling with foundation a lot, and I was on the verge of giving up foundation altogether and just trying to live with like all of my freckles and speckles completely shining through, which I mean, like sometimes I do that and I don't completely mind, but other times I want more of a completely polished, like a more polished overall look, you know? And not that you can't look like a polished person with freckles on your face, but what I'm saying is the skin itself doesn't look as pristine and polished when it's got a bunch of freckles all over it. That's just a plain fact visually, you know, and in my opinion. And so, fact and opinion, that's contradictory, but you get what I'm saying, okay? Anyhow, and so I just really, really am thankful for that Danessa product and that I went against my original instinct of not trying it because it has changed the game for me and made me love a lot of the foundations that I thought I was going to have to stop using. So that was a good one. Okay, next question. What is your favorite fall themed makeup product? Okay, I mean, a given would obviously and easily be eyeshadow, right? But I'm going to put in a different answer for the sake of, you know, just switching it up a little bit. And I think also I'm going to do something a little fun with the eyes now. And I've never done this before, so this may or may not turn out. I'm just going to have a little fun. Anyway, my current favorite fall-themed makeup product is The reformulated formula of the KVD liquid lip in the new name of Lolita, Queen of Poisons. So this liquid lip has been my go-to for fall makeup looks. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably going to use it again today. But yeah, I really, really love it. I just picked it up a few months ago and I've really been enjoying it. Wow. That was really fun and easy. I did not expect that much payoff because all I did was kind of take this little fluffy brush over the shimmer, which I don't normally do. Normally I use a shader, but I wanted something a little bit more ethereal and less defined this time. So, all right, I'm going to do a little bit more with the eyes just for the fun of it, but let me get the next question. Number 5. Okay. Number 5. What is your go-to color of the season? And honestly, I would say I have several, you know. Obviously, one of my go-to shades is like berry tones. I have loved berry tones in the fall for years. So berry tones is usually a fall go-to for me. But this year specifically, I have really been into greens. I've really gotten into green eyeshadow over the last, I would say, year or so. And so, yeah, this time in the fall, I am reaching for greens, which has been a lot of fun. And in the past, I have used, like in the past couple of years, my go-to shade was orange, which was also pretty new to me. So in the last few seasons, I've been expanding my range and stepping out of my comfort zone and just trying new things. So my answer is different this year than in previous years. It's kind of my point. One of the like bonus answers for the makeup product that I'm most thankful for is going to be my Sonia G brushes. I love my Sonia G brushes so much, and I'm excited about some of these more special haired brushes that I've been using, and I just picked up another set and I can't wait for it to arrive so I can test it out. Not another set of the same thing, but it was like a re-release of a limited edition, like 3 individual brushes that were previously released. And like, I didn't even know about Sonia G back when those brushes were out. So I was so happy to see that released for Black Friday. And that was the Black Friday sale. Like, that's not really a sale because it wasn't on sale, but that was the Black Friday like sale that I took advantage of, as well as Melt. Okay, I would like to do a little bit more, but I'm going to leave the eyes right there. Am I? I'm going to put this right over the eye. Just like right there. Ooh, that really gave it a nice transition. Okay. I love that. Question number 6. If you could only wear one lipstick for the holiday season, what would it be? Today I'm going to be wearing my Makeup by Mario Bronx Baby shade. That's not the color that I would select if I could only wear one. I feel like to go with all the holiday looks that I do typically create, if I could only wear one, I would pick the KVD liquid lip that I already mentioned for the previous answer. As you can tell, I did not read the answers early, which maybe I should have, so that I would have selected a different answer. Okay. Next question. Question number 7. Question number 7. What are your Thanksgiving traditions? My Thanksgiving tradition, now that I have my own family and my own home, you know, not like my childhood traditions. My current Thanksgiving tradition is that I cook the whole feast. I love to be at home. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go see family at their house. I don't want to eat their food that they make. People are more than welcome to come over and have some of my food that I make, but I use all organic ingredients and I trust, you know, my judgment in food choices so that I won't be suffering later on based off of the food that was chosen. And so for me, my tradition is that I make the meal. I know that sounds kind of crazy. I know most people don't like, you know, making the meal, and they feel like it's kind of stressful, or they just want to do like one dish and want everybody to chip in kind of a thing. And like everybody kind of carry the load of the work that it takes to cook and put on a Thanksgiving feast, which it's a lot to get it all timed out together, you know, it's a lot. But I really have a lot of fun doing that. And I pride myself in if I can get everything to line up together, you know, and like it's just, I see it as like a personal challenge. And I have a lot of fun with it, actually. So for me, my Thanksgiving tradition is that I make the feast, and I don't want to be away from home when I make the feast. And then another tradition that I have, like on the actual day, aside from cooking and eating the food, is I really, really, really love watching, I really enjoy watching the pets, what is it? I really enjoy watching the dog show, the annual dog show. I can't even remember like who hosts it. I wish this mirror was enlarged so that I could actually use it, because it's not, so I can't use it anymore. I need that to be an enlarged mirror. Anyway, my tradition is to watch the pet competition, the dog show. I love it so much. I mean, as you know, I have dogs and I love dogs. And so I just really love that little, I love seeing them all paraded, looking their best and all of that. But I will say that sometimes I completely disagree with the judging. You know, sometimes the judging gets on my nerves, because I'm like, how are you going to overlook that dog? That dog is precious. And then I'm like, why are you choosing that dog over this other one instead? And I mean, I know it's completely arbitrary as to, you know, who wins, because it's all based on like one judge or whatever, and it's just their opinion, you know what I mean? So anyway, that part about the competition does kind of get on my nerves sometimes, because I don't agree with who they judge. all the time and how they judge or whatever, but I just love seeing the animals parade around. It's so cute and so fun. Okay, so those are my Thanksgiving traditions, and it used to be that after the Thanksgiving meal was over in the late evening, I would get ready and go out for Black Friday shopping. You know, me and my mom or my aunts would, and my husband would go and line up outside the stores and have our plan of action as to what items we were going to go and hunt down before somebody else could beat us to them. That was always a lot of fun. Obviously now there's no need to do that because you can get everything online, and they kind of have discouraged people from doing that because they just don't want any of the aggressive behaviors that have come about from people becoming less polite over the years. But it used to be a lot of fun. And so I did really used to look forward to that. And that used to be one of our traditions. And it was something that we not only saved up for, but really looked forward to every year. So I was sad when that kind of went to the wayside, but you know, there's always people that got to ruin it for others, you know? Anyhow, yeah, so those were my favorite traditions. Let me move on to the next question. Question number 8 is, most of us do not wear makeup on the holidays. What is one step you will not go without? And honestly, my one step is this lip balm. Like, I can wear no makeup at all, but I might want to wear some lip balm. So, yeah, that would be it. And that's probably honestly the only thing that might make it onto my face while I'm cooking and setting up the table. And honestly, I don't usually wear makeup on Thanksgiving either. I did actually the last couple of years just for the fun of it, but I don't always. I haven't before that. And I feel like the reason why I did the last couple of years is because I had a channel. And so I was like posting content anyway. And that was what motivated me to put my makeup on. But other than that, I don't normally do my makeup for Thanksgiving, and I wouldn't have had anything on if it hadn't have been for my channel. So thank you for inspiring me to do my makeup for the holidays. Okay, I do feel like I want to smoke out the bottom of the eyelashes a little bit. Oh, I almost dropped my brush. Yeah, before I had kids and before I was married doing my own Thanksgiving meal creation, I did always wear makeup on Thanksgiving. So yeah, I just feel like once you get busy cooking the meal and you're like the preparer of the household or whatever, you just don't really have the time and energy to invest in that because you've got so much going on. Okay. Not sure if you can tell the difference that made, but there's the eyes. Okay, let me move on to question number 9. Okay, number 9 is, what is your perfect Thanksgiving color story? And hate to be redundant, but this is my perfect Thanksgiving color story. I just literally cannot see anything but, I can't see anything but beautiful fall and Thanksgiving looks when I look into this palette. Like I don't even know, could I use this for summer? Yeah, like the peaches and the fiery oranges and some of these like mauve tones and the berries with this, like these lighter shades. I feel like you could still use this in the summer too, but I really do see Thanksgiving in this palette. Okay, next question. Question number 10. This answer might get me canceled. Let me just curl my lashes real quick before I talk because I gotta be careful here. Okay. Question number 10 is, what food are you most looking forward to for Thanksgiving? And I mean, obviously, the entire feast, okay? I love all the Thanksgiving dishes that I prepare. I love every single one of them so, so much. But the one dish that I look forward to eating the most all year long and that I serve myself a lot of is my homemade cranberry sauce. I absolutely love my cranberry sauce. I was never a cranberry sauce kind of girl until a couple of years ago when I embarked on my very first attempt to make cranberry sauce. And the only reason why I even decided that I needed to start incorporating cranberry sauce into my Thanksgiving meal was because I found out about the tradition behind the dish and how it was at the very first Thanksgiving meal ever, and how and why it has been a part of, you know, the feast ever since. And so because of that, I felt like it was a bit remiss of me to just write that dish off simply because my aunt used to always try to force me to eat that canned jelly nastiness. And I was like, gross, no. Never dawned on me, to try fresh cranberry sauce until I became an adult doing my own thing. And so, yeah, once I learned about that tradition, I decided to give it a go. And I absolutely loved the first recipe that I tried. And I love the way that it turned out. And honestly, now I can't imagine a Thanksgiving meal without cranberry sauce. Okay, I'm going to do my lower lash line mascara and then we'll get on to the next question. Okay, question number 11 is, who in the beauty community would you invite to your Friendsgiving and feel deserves more recognition? Okay, well, first and foremost, of course, I'm going to say Dubs Beauty Diary. Thank you so much, Dubs, for inviting me to do this tag and just for being a friend in general. I don't have a lot of friends in this makeup community, and so I appreciate that she and I are friends. Anyway, and so I would invite her. I would also invite some of my other friends that have really small channels, and like some of the people that I would like to hang out with and see upload again, but like they don't upload so much anymore on their channel, and it does make me sad, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that they did. But we've all got our own journey, so if somebody wants to stop uploading on their channel, like, who am I to tell them that they have to? Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of this golden green shade on right here. Who else would I invite? That might have been the wrong shade to add right there, but, let me know what you think of it. Okay. I got a little carried away with the lower lash line, I feel like, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, so who else would I invite? Oh, I would definitely invite my channel members. I would love to invite my channel members. I currently have a couple of them and they each have a channel. So I'm going to list below. I don't know if they want to be called out like that. I didn't ask for permission to call them out. So I'm not going to call them out by name just in case they want their privacy or whatever. But yeah, I would definitely invite my channel members to my Friendsgiving. And I would also invite a couple people from channels that they don't upload channels and like they don't upload to their channel anymore. And they both live like up north. And who else would I invite? I would invite, I would like to invite Stacy Lee Beauty, and I feel like she definitely deserves more recognition. I feel like, you know, she uploads really good content and she's been at this gig for a while, and I feel like she deserves definitely a lot more subscribers than she has, although she has been growing ever since like I first came across her channel, and so that's cool. I really feel like anybody that puts effort into their channel consistently and like stays at it, especially in the face of adversity or seemingly lack of growth or whatever, I feel like we all deserve a little bit more recognition, because it's not easy getting up here in front of a camera and opening yourself up to the world and just, you know, putting yourself out there like that. So yeah, I feel like we all deserve a little bit more recognition. And I'm going to move on to the next question now, because I could literally go on and on answering that question forever, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings for leaving them out or whatever. So, okay. Question number 12. Oh. What is your signature dish that you always bring to a potluck dinner? And honestly, I don't have a signature dish. I bring, depending on the event, depending on the group of people that might be there, I bring whatever I feel like making at that time. So I don't have necessarily a dish. I have a few go-to dishes, and again, it really just depends on the time of the year, because I like to cook seasonally, and it just depends on what the event is for, who will be there. You know, sometimes people are really picky, and so I just, you know, I will usually base my menu off of what I think people will enjoy, you know, whoever's going to be there or whatever. And so, yeah, I don't have a signature dish. The signature dish for me is the container that I take my food into. And then the food inside always changes. So, but it's always really delicious, and I always have requests for the recipe and requests to repeat that dish at the next potluck. But I will usually just bring whatever I feel like making that day. Even if somebody requested something. So what do I have next to do? Some highlighter. Question number 13 is, I got it itchy. Question number 13 is, what fragrance or scent is your favorite for fall? I am not into fragrance. As a matter of fact, I'm very much against fragrance. If people knew how unhealthy fragrance is for you and how bad it is for yourself, like for your health and stuff, and if they understood all the suffering that they have going on because of fragrance chemicals, they probably wouldn't be up here uploading fragrance videos nonstop, you know, and buying all these cheap fragrances from all over the world. But you know, No shade. I'm just saying, I'm not a fragrance girly, okay? I used to be into fragrance when I didn't know any better, but now that I know better, I don't wear fragrance. And so my favorite scent for fall is going to be the scent of a crisp fall breeze day with like the smell of crispy leaves crunching underneath your feet. And I love the smell of fire burning when you're like roasting marshmallows at a campsite, enjoying the fall crisp evening air. I also love the smell of cinnamon apples and, of course, pumpkin spice and everything nice. All right, next question. Question number 14 is, do you prefer a bold lip or a bold eye for holiday season? Honestly, I feel like this answer is going to surprise a lot of people. I like a bold lip. I just feel like a bold lip really says holiday season. It just screams holiday to me. And I feel like it glams up any look. I mean, not any look, you know, because you can overdo it with the eyes and then you don't look glam. You just look very festive. But yeah, I like a really bold lip with a pretty neutral, sparkly eye and heavy mascara. So that's my favorite holiday look. And probably also because I wear a nude lip almost on the daily. And so for me to feel a little bit like dressed up and out of the ordinary and something a little bit more festive, a bold red or berry lip is my go-to for the holiday looks. So, okay, the last question of the tag is perfect timing because I'm done with my makeup now. I just need to set my face and then I'll show you the finished look. Last question is, last but not least, here's the palette that I used and the finished look. Oh my gosh, I wasn't supposed to show you. I wasn't supposed to show you the eyeshadow palette that I used. See, you can tell that I didn't read the questions in advance. Okay, so question number 15 is, last but not least, here is the eyeshadow palette that I used to create this look for my Friendsgiving tag. Yeah, I failed completely. I'm not really good at this, guys. I really am not. My bad. Okay, let's read it in full. And the finished look that I would wear to a Friendsgiving dinner. Yeah, so here's the palette that I used to create this look that I would wear to a Friendsgiving dinner. So let me go ahead and try this new setting spray. I hope it's not scented. Let me open it up and smell it first. No, just smells like alcohol, thankfully. Okay, let's try it. Hopefully it doesn't make me break out. I've never used this before, but I hear some people like it. I got it as part of, I hear some people like this, and I got it as part of the Beetlejuice set. So let's just see. All right. Filming? Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'll talk to you in just a second. Okay, so there is the setting spray, all done. Let me pull my hair down and show you the finished look. So this is the finished look that I would wear to Friendsgiving, and the palette that I used is the ABH, what is this? Oh, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Metals palette. So let me give you a close-up of the eyes. I hope you can see the sparkle and the light at any of those angles. I'm not really sure. But I had so much fun creating this look and playing with this palette again today. Thank you so much again to you, DW from Dub's Beauty Diary, for inviting me to participate in this Friendsgiving tag. It really does mean so much to me that you included me as one of the people on your friends list that you would invite to your Friendsgiving dinner. And I would love to go. So yeah. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the look that I created for today. And thank you so much for watching my video, especially if you made it all the way through, which if you did, leave me a turkey down below in the comment section to signify the Friendsgiving dinner feast that I would be wearing this look to. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, I would love if you would take a moment to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. You can subscribe to my channel below this video. It is absolutely free to subscribe to me. So I would love if you would subscribe to my channel before you go. And I'll see you in my next video.